Hey guys, my name is Juracraft and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a house that doesn't look like everyone else's. Aren't you tired of looking through YouTube and seeing the same kind of house designs? This is Minecraft after all, and we need to learn how to be creative and unique. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build quirky looking crooked style houses. Heck, if you guys learn how to build a house like this, well then you'll definitely stand out from the crowd. Maybe you could even build this on a multiplayer server. And you'll definitely have a bunch of people questioning how you came up with this idea. I have to admit, I definitely went quite Picasso with these kind of buildings. Now let's get down to some serious building. Heck, I did start off this house like I normally do, building a small rectangle with a really small garden. And hey, we are starting small, but we will jump into building an even bigger quirky house later on. Now there were two main features that I had to focus on when building this house. One of them was the roof, and the other was the chimney. I wanted to make these features stand out and make you think, hey, this isn't normal. What's happened to this guy's roof? Well, that's the point. I wanted to make this house as quirky and as awkward looking as possible, but at the same time still making the house look good and actually giving you a nice house to live in. Now, one of the strangest things about building a house like this is that you actually have to build the ceiling first. It's really the only way to know how much space you actually have. So as you can see, I'm filling up that empty space we left for the second floor. Hey, well this is looking great already. I have to admit, I've never built a house like this before. All we have to do now is finish the back of the house, and then we can jump into building that quirky style chimney I promised. And we might as well add in some extra decoration too. And here comes the chimney. Again, I really wanted to make this as quirky looking as possible. It almost has the same shape as the roof even. Hey, now this was a relatively small house, but at least now we know what we're working with. So now that we have the initial design, we can use this idea to build an even bigger quirky looking house. Let's finish up adding all that extra decoration and let's jump straight to building that next house. Right guys, it is time to jump into building an even bigger quirky looking house. I have to admit, it definitely took me a very long time to put this one together. We're gonna start by building the front of the house, and even adding a little bit of that quirky style roof, to at least give us an idea of what we're working with. Now if you guys can manage to build a quirky style roof like this one, then the rest of the house should be relatively easy to put together. So if you guys do manage to build a quirky house like this one, be sure to let me know through my Twitter page. I would love to see what you guys have built. So I'm pretty much just finishing off that quirky style roof, or at least giving ourselves an outline for the rest of the house. And I even found a very good place to place that awkward style chimney on the left side of the house. Now, as I mentioned in the last house we built, it's very important to actually build the roof first before actually building the rest of the house. I found this way to be a lot easier to put the rest of the house together. At the end of the day, what's the point of building your house if you have to destroy half the house simply because the roof cuts straight through it? I really loved working with this kind of style. It's definitely not like the usual stuff I build, so it was a lot of fun. Now I do know that a lot of you guys like step-by-step tutorial videos, so if you guys do want a step-by-step tutorial video on any of these builds, don't be shy, smash that like button and let me know in the comments below. Right guys, now I'm almost done with this quirky style awkward looking chimney. Once again, I'm using a combination of cobblestone and cobblestone stairs to make a spiral looking chimney. I think this makes the build look very quirky and out of the ordinary. And that's what we're all about in today's video. Hopefully you guys can get some build tips and ideas from this video so you can implement them into your own Minecraft buildings. So now that we have the chimney and the roof complete, all that's left to do is fill up those empty gaps that are left over from around the house. Now I have to admit that this was not as easy as I thought it would be, but somehow I managed to come up with the best design to suit the building. I even added a balcony on the right hand side, just to give the building an extra feature. I have to admit that this is one awkward looking building. It almost looks like a rolled up carpet or a giant Swiss roll. It's very funny looking, it's kind of unique, but I actually love the way it's turned out. At the end of the day, why do you want a house that looks exactly like everyone else's? The point of this video is to give you guys ideas and inspiration into building something unique in Minecraft. Well, this house is almost complete. Just adding in that back garden and finishing off that last gap that's been left over. Making sure we can add in all that extra decoration that we need to make this house look as vibrant as possible. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would gladly make this my survival house any day. It's definitely unlike something I've seen before. Right guys, now before we end today's video, let's take a look at some other buildings that I developed while I was coming up with this design. Now as you can see, this is the exact same building we just built, but it has an extension and even a tunnel. Kind of interesting. And you can even add this part of the roof over here, and it would seem like the roof has been split in two. That would be kind of interesting. Now I have to admit, with this building I definitely got a slight bit carried away. It looks like a building that deserves to be under the sea. The chimney acting like some sort of seaweed in an underwater coral reef. And for some reason this building reminds me of Little Mermaid. Don't even ask me why. We did build this already, and we have one last building which is the exact same one as the one I showed you just now, but the only difference is it doesn't have this top roof section that I added on. If you guys want to become epically awesome today, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want more videos like this one, don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you for watching today's video. This is Juracraft, over and out. What's that chicken doing in my house? Get out of there, damn it.